Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason, and a pleasure it is to have you live and in charge for a little bit of 802 Racing Series action here this Sunday evening. It is that time for NASCAR's getting ready to start back up here in about 4 weeks. So we're just kind of prepping. That's pretty much what we're doing. We're prepping it. We're prepping you with some awesome racing. That's what's going to happen. That's what they're going to do today. Field is ever growing here for the 802 Next Generation Cup Series here live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. If you missed us over the weekend, yesterday we had, of course, the Truck Series race last night with Heart to Heart. But throughout the weekend, we were trying to keep up with what was going on in the Daytona 24 on iRacing. So we kind of threw up the races and had them kind of all over the place and let everybody, have the opportunity to just kind of dig out of there and, knock it out of the park. So, drivers are out here getting a little bit more practice in. They're getting ready to tie that one over. Qualifying is going to start right about now as we snark all the way over. If you don't know that reference, then you can't be my friend. I'm totally kidding. You're all my friends. 140 laps here today for Las Vegas Motor Speedway. They're going to run the nighttime schedule. 91 degrees on the trying temperature here at qualifying, 1.52 miles an hour, which means they're going to run just under 300 miles, I do believe. It is it'll be fun. 280 miles. I don't know. I can't math today. 89 degrees on the air temperature, 55% humidity, partly cloudy skies, 2 mile an hour wind, 70% fuel, 2 greenwash records, 2 fast repairs, and 3 sets of tires on the wall as these drivers go. Speaking of how these drivers are doing, they're doing pretty darn good. BG Graphics out of the woods. Crash gives you all your rookie standings for the series, and Riptide Radio. Here's 2 ways you can do this when it comes to Riptide Radio, which is the title sponsor for this series. You can go one of 2 places. You can go on your mobile device, and you can go and you can download the app. Or if you're on your browser and you're sitting there chilling in your office, or maybe you're at home or doing whatever, you can go to riptideradio.com. You go to riptideradio.com and listen to them right now. And it'll put you directly over there. I encourage you to download the app, of course. But, say you can't have your phone out at work, but you can have a set of earbuds in. Maybe you got a set of headphones. Go there. You do that. You know what I mean? It's just chill. It's vibe music. Go to riptideradio.com. And check them out today. They are out of the Carolina area. We love what they do. Listen live right now on the web or on the go. You can listen from your phone with the iOS or Android apps or with the TuneIn app as well. Just search for Riptide Radio and get your feet moving. And there's a lot of shows. There's song requests that you can do up there. There's a whole bunch of stuff on the website. So make sure you do that. They have a QR code you can scan. Get a hold of their schedule and knock them out of the park. You know what I mean? Which I appreciate. Only one driver cam today, which I'm all right with. Could be our good friend Nate Cotilla. Cotilla is, of course, one of our fantastic friends who not only runs this track with basically some of the best joysticks you'll ever see, but also puts in the effort to get out there and continue to run. Nate is, of course, has cerebral palsy, and we love this dude. He's amazing. Some of the best attitude you're ever going to see out of a driver comes from that guy, and we've already talked to him. He's finished inside the top 3 already this season. I look forward to his first win. That's what I'm looking forward to, so keep that in mind. I'm going to give you all the tea time. That's right. I'm going to give you all the tea time, sir. I'm going to give you all the TV time because it's exactly what you do. Thank you to all the drivers out there running and doing what you guys do best. Thank you to the driver development courses over on in our Discord as we continue to try to improve ourselves, as well as we continue to try to improve on everything else. Alex, thank you for the like and the share. Veld Houston, thank you very much for the follow as well. Blair Patterson gave us a follow. If you don't know who Blair Patterson is, well, you haven't been around. Make sure you go out there and you check out Blair Patterson Racing, and of course check out Blair and his race track and what he does. Thank you so much to all these fine folks. Thank you to, of course, Jimmy Sanchez for giving us a like yesterday. Thank you for all the new followers and subscribers on YouTube. Every one of you are doing great. Kenny Real, thank you very much. Hey, Kenny, how are you doing, sir? Good to see you out I am going to TJ. Thank you for the like as well. Thank you to everybody who was out there. What do you guys think about what we did yesterday over the weekend? Do you think we should do more of the keeping? First and foremost, keep track of all the events that are happening with iRacing, and maybe do some more, open-ended broadcasts like that for like the 24-hour events, or maybe some of the other stuff that you're going to see with those drivers. I mean, I want your guys' opinion out there just as much as I want our content creators and all the fine folks that put the time in for that. So if you haven't checked that out, we had some good views over the weekend for the 24-hour event. So it's not just about the views, though. I really wanted to focus. Excuse me. I really wanted to focus on the drivers and focus on what they were doing. Some of the teams that we knew. I didn't even realize that Blair, the last stint that we were covering up until this morning, actually Blair was in. So I was actually just covering it because a few of the teams that we know through Chop Shop were out there, and it was kind of fun. Dark Rides Fishing, of course, one of our sponsors. Thank you to Beach Jerky Unlimited for being our driver cam sponsor from now until the end of 2024. Thank you to Noma TV for being on board as well. We do appreciate Noma. Make sure you go to youtube.com. Follow Rich Hurst. He is just absolutely killing it out there with his broadcasts. If you need another commentator, I encourage you to go check him out. Metarude Racing, of course, is one of our first followers, one of the first subscribers, the guy that got us on the path of like, hey, people are actually watching. So go check him out as well. If you haven't done so, make sure you do like, follow, subscribe on this platform. Here's your starting grid here. Frank is going to be your pole sitter. Good to see Frank out there hitting that number one spot. I do like Zinjin's paint scheme as well. If you haven't checked out that full car, we might do that here in a little bit. Kenny Reel's going to be your outside pole sitter here at Las Vegas. Here in week 8, Christopher Pindell is going to have John Ross to his outside. Brian Huntley Jr. will have Johnny Barker there in row number 3. Nick Larson, AJ Cawthon in row number 4. Rob Lowell will have David Lavaga there in row number 5. Rob needs a win here. He's getting close. He's been close a couple of times on snagging these ones away, and we'll see what he's going to do today. Rob Lowe, David Lavaga, Dave as well. Dave has been in the hunt. Let's see, Jason Wiley, David Farrella, all these drivers very competitive. They're going to be. You never know who's going to win week to week. I've got my eyes on a few drivers this week. We'll see what's going to happen. Jacob Carter, Michael Caffrey will make up row number 7. Eli Raposa is going to have Dalton Powell to his outside. Nate, our driver cam is going to be there in row number 9 with Brandon Garand of number 4. He's been looking for a win again here, Sue. Steve Ritter as well. Leroy Copeland's ready to knock it out of the park. Josh Small, Chris Campbell will make up row 11. Raby Caton's going to have Aaron Bradford to the outside. And final driver, Kristen Delgado, tail end of the field. We are go. What is going on, Alex? Good to see you out there. They are going to pace around, and we are going to have some time here for these drivers. Remember, chats are for you and for the family, so keep them clean, keep them friendly, and knock it out of the park. Thank you, Larry. Larry, how you doing, sir? Much love, my friend. Thank you for being in the chats over the weekend as well for that the Daytona 24. I know that they say I think Bathurst and Spa's coming up. I think we're gonna try to do that. I'm actually gonna try to reach out and find some commentators to fill in for a couple of hours and see if they want to get some time in. You know what I mean? Go to Next Gen Action tonight, yes sir. Las Vegas. We got our driver cams. We got our cameras set for the track, which I love this. I love these cameras on this track as well. Of course, we always love the cameras that I set up for the Next Gen car. There are a lot of these race cars that do completely appreciate these drivers in their time and energy. Of course, Las Vegas is a ton of fun to watch. 62 is going to be the guy. Lights are off of the pace car. Pace car will dive in. We will for 140 laps. Big green flag racing here as the drivers look for the start restart zone. Geico restart zone right now. As we go green flag. The 140. Kenny Real on the outside, 24 on the corner, 94 on the bottom. They'll roll in as the 44 will roll the outside as well. There is going to be some side-by-side racing, but a lot of the drive. Oh, man. Whoa, Frank. Almost not clear of the 24, but able to slide up in front of him. Here is a look as the side-by-side action happens. 94 there to the inside of the 62. Drivers rolling already. Momentum is going to be all on the side of the drivers. Frank leads that lap at the high side. This is going to be a high-line running track for the most part. We'll see a lot of the low-line action happening. Thank you, Larry, for the share. I appreciate you, sir. 94 rolls to the bottom side. We'll see him run low for a little while, and then I believe as the track wears in, we'll start seeing that high line come into play. Nighttime is kind of the right time for this track, and I do love it. Thank you for the share once again. Letitia, thank you for the share. Much love, Letitia. I think Letitia shared before Larry did, and I got the things backwards. Sorry. It's okay. Y'all are sharing, and I appreciate it. 94 rolls the corner. Frank up high. 3 of 140. 70% fuel to tie in the car is going to put him into pit road a couple of times for fuel. Usually see, again, 100% fuel between 55 and 68 laps on, depending on kind of where they're running, how the track is running, temperatures, the draft. I don't know where everybody goes. You know, it just depends. I want you to keep an eye on this guy. Here's the 21 of Rob Lowe. Rob kind of takes his time and moves his way forward. Right in front of him, he does have Johnny Barker. Barker still putting in some work as well. Watch out for Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe's been good with the league running here. And likes to put in his time. We'll see if he's off 4 right now, but don't count him out. That's never the case. Delgado up 7 as the 31 tries to go to work in the track racing machine. Delgado 25.01 rolling the corner right behind Nick too. It's going to be up there on the high side as well. The guys Living Stone's Highline Racer. There's the 4 Brandon Guerin to the inside. With his teammate right behind. Let's go on forward with Nate. See how he's doing. Little highline run right now with the 68 in front. That's going to be Chris Campbell and 41 I-rated drivers. See a little bit of wall scraping smoke for some of the drivers. I think Nate's going to try to stick to the second lane here for a little while. We'll see. Side by side there with Leroy Koblenz on the bottom side. 43 trying to make that one work. Aaron Bradford right behind him. Bradford one of the Highline, a.k.a. the Highline driver in front of him. Love to see it. There's Bradford in the 45, a little Toyota action happening. As Nate works his corner. We'll go back to the main screen here. 94-24. Your 1-2 as Zing is going to be Zingens right here. Is going to be in that 3rd spot off to John Ross, still hugging 4th. As Brian Huntley Jr. rolls in. Metaru, the racing legend. There is that guy. I was talking about him earlier, talking about him again. He is a legend in the making, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Here's your battle box. Big shares and the likes and the cool stuff that you are doing. 1.5 second difference here. The 94, big lead right now. 8 laps in, almost actually coming around and completing lap 9. It's a big lead he's got right now over Kenny Reel. Ford pushes a little envelope here. Reel over John Ross. John Ross has the better numbers on this one. But again, the long run is the big key here. They're very early going in the first part of the season. They're having some cautions, but here as of late, last couple of weeks, they've really, well, of course, they had a road course in there. Last week, they had a decent run as well. But it came to cautions. Right now, 19 into the 62. Huntley Jr., they go around, and I spoke too soon. I was like, they're going to get some long runs in here and some long green flag. Oh, man, they're just still smashing into each other. They'll be able to slow down here. Brian Huntley Jr. Involved in that one. Got freed up. This is just some hard racing right here. Watch this. There's Frank, 19. 19 up into the 62. way up into the 25, the 28, the 52 involved. And then, oh, nobody holding the brakes. Johnny Barker. Ouch. Woo. Man, oh man. All right. We're on pit road. Ryan Huntley Jr. jumping to pits. Jacob Carter, Dave Lamaga, Dave Farella, Joshua Small coming to pit road. Chances for these drivers who took any kind of damage there to get the assessment if they need to. Only have 3 sets of tires, so I wouldn't say that any of the drivers are going to get tires. 94 is your race leader here, as the Las Vegas. They labeled it the Sin City 140. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if we're running calculated. Yes, you. Let's do this. 1.52 miles times 140 laps, 212. Yeah, I was going to say, it was just under. I knew it was under 300 because my math is not working today. 200 laps. 200 laps would be 300 miles, but 212.80. 212.8 miles today. Let's see. Mr. Daytona in the chat. That's it. There's Mr. Larry. And I like the poking. I like it. I'll chat it up. I want to hear it. I want to see what you guys are doing. 94, 24, 44. It's going to be your top 3. 62 is going to be in 4th. Whiteley up to 5th here. I was checking on Frank's car. Frank should be fine. Little door banging stuff there. Wiley looks fine. Nick Larson looks fine. How about Michael Caffrey up 7? Looking at my Australian friend to see how he is doing. He looks fine. Johnny Barker looks okay. He didn't come to pit road. At least not that I saw. He looks fine. His nose looks fine. Oh, right front. He doesn't sound sick. Oh, that's the wrong. There's him. Fine there. He's fine there. All right, let's do this right here. Bam. We'll check on his car here. Because he got a little damage there. He hit somebody. It looks okay, though. Maybe a few crinkles. I don't know. We'll let him have it. All right. Everybody. Okay. Oh, man. All right, we're back at it. Green flag, 14 to 140. $94, $24, $44 will be your top 3. Yeah, Larry. I don't mind that. I don't mind the special. I got your message. I do need full-time people though when it comes to trying to put some people, trying to get some more commentators on the platform, so that we can take some of the races away from me that I on our platform and be able to do that. But I do want to have these special like those special races like what we did this past weekend where I was just too tired and from working and everything else. The only thing I did was just load it up and commentate every once in a while. But I definitely want to have more commentators on the platform. It's part of what we do. What are what we need to do. Only Junior's going to be 2 laps down. Kenny Reels in second here. Ross in third. 16 to 140. I am definitely looking for some full-time folks. When I say full-time, basically you're going to get in and you're going to commentate a couple hours and use our platform to help us grow, but also make a little extra cash, that kind of thing. So I am looking for that. I need to, and not only that, but that way we can do more broadcasts at the same time and still be able to go to the platform. About 3 wide up there. Jacob Carter in the 54. 3x3, 31 stuck in tow here. And stuck in the middle, was stuck in the middle. Now back to 2x2. Carter going places. Came in, took fuel on lap 11. Now the 54 runs the bottom side. Carter runs the high side. Sorry, Zingin's going to be on the inside. Matt, I can speak today, I promise. Dalton Powell in a little lane. I'd love to see everybody get out there and have some fun. You know what I mean? Taking the live stream chat. Yeah. And we definitely need, like, I need somebody to be a Sunday commentator about this time, actually, with you. Maybe even for this series. We'll see how it plays out. But I mean, I don't want to like overdo it, but I want to get people trained into kind of how I do things. One, so that way I can rest the voice. I mean, but on top of that, but not only that, but so that I can actually have more entertainment value for you guys and cover more broadcasts for drivers that we're not able to cover. I would love to be able to cover this league on YouTube and do another league on Facebook and have maybe another league on Twitch and have commentators be able to do that. Maybe to the point where we even are able to decrease our prices because we're doing more. I can still pay. I don't know. There's a lot of thought process into it. I definitely want to be able to do more esports stuff as well, not just iRacing, but it's something that we were talking about. Somebody asked me if I was going to call it quits, because I had talked about it a couple of weeks ago, Well, it seems like yesterday. No, I was talking about maybe possibly shutting down for a while. About half a year ago. But it just wasn't the way things worked out. We needed to stay commentating and broadcasting. But I am going to be selective on the broadcast. That's one of the things that I wanted to talk to my wife about and make sure that I was discussing that correctly. Here's Kenny Reel trying to close in the distance here now to the 94. Brian Huntley Jr. down a couple of laps here. He's down 3 laps. Didn't take tires, but is trying to work his way forward. Would be a lucky dog if another caution would have come out. And they are working. They're definitely working hard. Working hard on the race grant. Right back here, there's Ritter leading this second group here at 16, really moving forward. Portila's going to be up 8. How about Christian Delgado? He's moving forward as well. They're going to be 3 wide here as Zingin goes 3 wide with the 51 to the outside. Front straightaway is a great track to be able to do that, but I wouldn't recommend it. Not this early into the race. 24 of 140. But yeah, I definitely want to see everybody get out there and put in some times. I want to reach out. I want everybody to reach out, and if you want to call a race, or if you want to learn to do this, I'm willing to teach. And we have options for everybody. I mean, I'm terrible at road course racing. Terrible calling road course racing. And I would love to see a couple of people get out there and have some fun with it. Cawthon having an issue. Cawthon's going to be off the racing surface on the bottom side of the racetrack here. He had an issue. He's still good, still green. So they're still running forward. Here's what happened here. I'm not quite sure. I'll maybe back this up just a little bit. This is the first time we went off track. Out of the corner. Oh, 52 snaps there. 52 was free. Great save by the 25. And he's going to get back rolling forward. And there it is, the caution. That is going to come out. As get that back forward. Chris Campbell, Steve Ritter having an issue here. This is 68 on the outside of the 16. Back this up. 68, clean on the line. This is Chris Campbell. Campbell runs the second lane, which as the tires start to wear is going to be the correct lane. 16 comes out, exits out, and it's going to be on the 16 there. 68 held his line. 16 came out. Steve has been very fast over the course, and right now they're still trying to shove off on each other. 68 didn't do anything wrong there. Not that I saw. Maybe it happened earlier. Not sure. Here's a look. This is when the caution came out. That's AJ Cawthon here. Here's Chris Campbell. Steve Ritter was trying to go to the inside. So let's back this up. So the 68 was actually making ground on that second lane. This is the lap prior. 16 all the way up the race line. 68 runs the second lane. There's Johnny Barker on the inside. 68 a little free there, but he's good. Carries speed up on the high side. Does have the outside lane to the 16. Watch this. 68 runs second lane. Does a great job. 16 back on the inside. This is a good battle. 68 still runs the second lane. 16 on the bottom side. So this is the caution lap here. 68 turns the corner. Has the run off on the side here. 68 runs to the outside. Does a great job. Yep. 68 gets tied up the corner. You see him drift up just a little bit there. He's going to be in the same spot. Yep, Steve Ritter gets into him right there. In zone 16. Bob Lowe coming to pit road. Cawthon in as well. Fuel for a lot of the drivers here. Aaron Bradford, first of the takers. How about Pendel, Ross, Delgado? It's going to be your top three. Biggest move of the race is going to be Christian Delgado. Aaron Bradford's going to be up 19. Joshua Small up 20. These drivers have had a pretty decent run. Give it 11 for Joshua Small. Let's see, Leroy might have been your lucky dog. Try to take a look here. Thank you to everybody for being out there. Leroy is off the lead lap. I think Brian got the lucky dog. I think Huntley did. So he's going to be able to come to pit road. I'm pretty sure he did. Checking these things out. Ciao. Anyway, those are the stories. That's what we're doing. I would like to grow Signature Esports, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it at the quality of our broadcasts, and I don't want to put anybody in a situation that they're uncomfortable with. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and there's a lot that I would have to still take care of. But I do not want to not be on the microphone. If that makes any sense. Second caution of the race, as we'll see. Again, 2 fast repairs for the drivers, so they got pretty much 2 do-overs. Yeah, Huntley was your lucky dog there. This is going to shake up some of that fuel cycle. So these drivers might be able to go to, I don't know, if they go another 50 or so laps. There's some tire changes in here already, some fuel already looked at. I think a lot of fuel, few sets of tires. Fast repair for 1 or 2 drivers, maybe a splash for a couple of drivers, maybe some right sides. I don't know, some of that looking pretty uneasy. Inside tires don't wear near as bad for these next gen cars as the outsides do. So, but we'll see how that progresses as these drivers continue to pace around. We're going to be on lap 30. 2 cautions already in the books. Larry said he's still exhausted after the 24-hour of Daytona, but you finished P6 and we're still running at the end, so it's definitely a win-win for your first 24-hour race. That's awesome, man. And that was something that we were watching with a lot of teams. You know, some teams had some issues and they had some accidents. We watched the top split, we watched the 7 split, and then we watched the 54 split. When the 54 split was where like Storm Racing and Blair Patterson's team was at, and the 54 split had some crazy driving out there. I mean, like some crazy driving. Track awareness was not a thing in the middle portion of that race for a lot of the drivers. And the difference in race lines, you can definitely tell from those who were, as a team, were more experienced and sort of those who kind of put themselves together. So, but you know what? It's about putting in the time and putting in the effort. I might get out and run one of those at some point. I'm just not that good yet at road course racing. But, you know, I need some seat time. Green flag, we're back at it. But, you know, I'm all for it. I'm all for the understanding. All right, 3 wide in the back. Tappery here on the bottom side. Cotilla's going to be there as well. A little wall tapper, a couple of drivers back here. His engine there to the inside, or to the outside of the 66 on corner exit may be here. 66 will slide up. Now the 62 may drop down. These two can work together, put themselves in the draft perspective. There's a Toyota in front of them at 54 of Carter. And Jacob Carter rolling into the middle portion of this racetrack. Doing a too bad of a job. There's Jacob Carter. The admin box logo is kind of all over the place. Admin box part of pretty much everybody's league. We love to see it. Yes, sir. Those who've been paying attention to our Discord as well, thank you to everybody who's joined recently. Our Discord is for gamers, for iRacers, for everybody. We did start our wonderful 5M server, but because of the amount of money that I've put into it and basically, I put it on hold because I bought basically a full pack of things that are supposed to like help make your server run and all that stuff. Basically, wasted money. And so I've been talking with the guy who created the whole bundle that we spent. Caution comes out here again. And basically, what happened with it is I'm just. I'm not gonna sit here and try to fix something that's gonna stay broken because the guy who got it from me, that I got it from, is now working out. So I've been in contact with the CFX about it, so that way their server bundles don't get taken care of. Don't get hurt. Oh baby, that was right up here in the front. It's 68 to the 45. That's the 21 of Rob Lowell. Man. Something happened here. So anyway, long story short, I put it on hold until we can 5 Cotilla into the 21 or the 45 here. We're putting it on hold, and before I click play here and talk about the racing and the racing only, put it on hold to basically work with 5M servers, the actual 5M servers. They've got a huge set and custom built server that we're going to be working on. So it's going to take some. I'm not going to put any server out there on the that I don't believe in, that I don't like. So that is for those who are out there. Sunday's usually my crew that likes that stuff. All right, here's the 5 for the 45. 21's there. I think the 5 got a little free there and just got into the back of the 21. 45 goes around, and then the 16. And that just... is his left front down? Whoa. Oh, yeah, when the 16 came around. Here, let's quarter speed this. So Nate gets to the back of... that's the 5. Gets to the back of the 21. That happens. And then as the 21 breaks here, the 45's still around. Flaps her up. You see that. 21 comes down the track a little bit here, and 16 gets into him, and it breaks that left front. Puts that left front down. And you see the sparks. Ouch. Rob is one of the guys that picked to win this race, so hopefully he can get that fixed. Already coming around, is going to be leaving pit road. Nate's, no doubt, feel really bad about that one. All good things, man. All good things. So yeah. So our 5M server, and I'll make a post on our Facebook about it and all our social media accounts, but it is in our Discord. I've postponed the 5M server to work on it to get it functioning, so that way I don't have to keep taking it down to fix a problem that should be working already. So those are the things that happen. So I don't like being a part of products I don't believe in, and I love RP servers and I love what we do with that. But that's kind of the thing. So I will always promote things that I believe in. I will always promote people that I believe in, and I always promote companies I believe in. And I don't believe in the company that I bought from. I went off of basically reviews, and lo and behold, I think they were scalped reviews. I don't think they were actual true reviews, because the product does not work. And I thought it was me. Like, I was like, oh, yeah, let's fix this. And I thought I had the issue, and it wasn't me. It was actually the product. So we will do the best we can. We are coming around to complete lap 37, third caution of the race here in the early going, as we're 37 laps in. Kenny Reels, your race leader. Delgado going to be P2. John Ross in P3. Josh Small is your fourth place driver here. Caffrey up to fifth already. You see some drivers come to pit road. Got some damage taken care of. Got the fast repairs taken in, but Kenny Reel is here. 37 to 140. Yeah. Riptide Radio is the sponsor for the 802 Cup Series, Next Gen Series here. If you want to be a part of these guys, you need to reach out to the 802 on their Facebook page. There is a Discord link, I believe, on their Facebook page. There's some links in the description, I believe, as well. As we've not really changed all that much when it comes to the description, other than we've taken our sponsors, I think, out of the 802 section here to just focus on theirs. Detailed Customs Designs and Graphics. Leafguard, of course, part of their platform, or was part of their platform. They're very early going. They'll keep their logo up there because they took care of that their early portion of the season. Ever since I've mentioned Leafguard, and this is how intuitive my Alexa account is. Ever since that I've talked about it on the streams and within all the products and things that we talk about, and all the people and all the sponsors with all the leagues and all that stuff, I've really confused the algorithm out there on the things that I do, because now I'm continuously getting gutter systems and home gutter repair, and like you'd be surprised what's on my For You page right now because of all the stuff that we see. And Garen, of course, out there, part of the platform here for these drivers. Much love to BG Graphics, and of course all the fine folks out there for the Riptide Radio. Go check them out, riptideradio.com. Green flag, we're going. 2x2 back here. Here's Garrett inside the 82. That's Nick Larson to the outside. Cawthon in tow of Jacob Carter. Carter still has that 54 in lock. Cawthon in the 25 off 6 from the start of the race, but he was up there inside the top 10 for the majority of the first portion of this one. Even though he started 8th, he moved forward a little bit and then continued to push backwards. When it came, or push forwards when it came to the caution earlier. See how these drivers continue to do. How about it? Jacob Carter in the 54 driving the Toyota has the 52 to the inside. It's Dave Farella. Farella rolls behind the 16 of Steve Ritter. Ritter going to work his way back forward as well. Kenny Reel, your race leader, looking for his 5th win on the season. Delgado, a little time back in. Here to the bottom side, here comes Caffrey. Caffrey's been searching every time he gets inside the top 5. What happened to that driver? We'll see if he's going to be able to keep this one clean as well. John Ross back to 5th. 51 of Dalton Powell. Pulling Nate Cotilla to the outside. 62 there in the mix as well. Ooh, baby, 5. 94. Pendel going to the front, trying to get back to the front here. Keeping with 35 tires and fuel then. They haven't really ran enough green flag laps here to let the drivers that came out of 27 to have new tires to even get them up to pressure. And that's kind of one of the things that we're seeing here. Kenny Reel leads with Caffrey to the outside. Here comes Michael Caffrey to lead a lap. Michael Caffrey will lead this lap. Kenny Reel, new tires putting in some time. Kenny Reel came in, took fuel only on 27. I don't think he took any tires. Dalton Powell here up on the high side. You'll see Michael Caffrey run Las Vegas now as the regular 1.5-mile track. Caffrey to Dalton Powell. Delgado has Frank Zingen to the inside. Zingen has Delgado up on the high side. So Kenny Reel trying to hold on to his race pace. 62 to the inside. It's now the 31 to go to work. 94 up there as well. Looking race line for all the drivers as they continue to work. Here's a look at the blimp cam overhead. 51 to the inside. Here goes 66 and Michael Caffrey to the outside. This is a battle for the lead. 66 will dig back in up near the wall. 51 rolls to the very bottom lane. Caffrey will be able to carry the momentum into the corner. He's going to be able to carry the outside. He'll be able to lead this lap if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's the run that you see. Caffrey leads that lap by 1/1000th of a second. 51 might have to try to clear here. 66 can't utilize all of the race line, but he is utilizing the front splitter here to be able to make some ground up near the wall. 51 rolls the bottom. 66 into the corner. 51 not quite clear. Oh, maybe almost gets to the back bumper of the 66. As Michael Caffrey, Dalton Powell roll the corner. Pendel, Zingen, Kenny Reel, your top 5. Jacob Carter in the 54, trying to roll the outside. 3 wide here as Kenny Reel stuck in a rock and a hard spot. 44 to the inside. 54 clears the outside, very high on the race line. That's where you want to be running Las Vegas in these cars. 46 of 140. Caffrey, Dalton Powell, Pendel in the 94. The fastest driver out there early. He has the newest tires inside the top 3. Brian Huntley Jr. having an issue here. He is going to be upside down on the racetrack here. Not upside down, but sideways on the racetrack. 21. Whoa. There's the 21 to the inside of the 19. Let's take a look here. Rob Lowell. No caution here for that one. That's what's shocking. When we went up, little bump there, and then he's still pointing forward here, and then it bounces off the inside wall. That's going to break that left front. That's where the caution should have been. No caution for that driver. Bob Lowell is going to be back here, tail end of the field. Had a cough going on there. Michael Caffrey out front. Pendell's going to be in second. Now, Pendel was running his running the tires off of that car earlier. He was being caught on the long run. We'll see if he's going to be able to close this one down. He will be there to the outside with Jacob Carter in tow as well. Carter with new tires. Caught back up to the 94, 66, 51. All these drivers have opportunities here. Here's Frank. Taking a little bit of time. 49 of 140. Down the 94. Got to hold off Michael Caffrey on the inside. 54 of Carter. These drivers are rolling the very high side. Big checkup going on right there. Leroy Copeland's going to be the first driver off the lead lap. He's going to be a 1 down, 2 down for Rob Lowell. And 3 down for Brian Huntley Jr., who's trying to continue to move forward. And now Caffrey battles back. inside. Caffrey still holding on to his race line. Very high side. Trying to clear Carter 3 wide now. Carter goes to the very high side. 2 by 2. And Carter trying to go to the lead here. See Caffrey up near the wall as they continue to go. Regular race line. Jacob Carter working the very high side. 94 trying to close some pace, but Carter going to lead this lap as well. 19 in tow. 54 up on the high side, 94 in the middle. The 19 in tow. Be 3 wide corner exit. 19 stays low for the drivers. We'll be 3 laps down here as Caffrey holds on. Charlie, give it a big old subscribe out there. Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate you. 94, 54. Caffrey in that 3rd spot. John Ross to pit road. Kristen Delgado into pit road as well. Most of the takers maybe thinking about how they're going to finish this race off. Be 87 laps to go. 54-94. Caffrey can just run a regular race line here. They'd be just fine. These guys are duking it out in front of them. Battle for the lead between these two, and they're getting close to touching. Oh, never mind. Caution again. 4th caution of the race comes out. Dalton Powell, Kenny Reel, Rob Lowell, Kristen Delgado, Brian Huntley Jr., Frank Zingen, Nick Larson, all involved. And it started somewhere right here. We'll take a look. We're going to follow along with Dalton Powell. He was the first one that came up on the marker. Ooh. Whoa. Brian Huntley Jr. here. Got to be something going on with his car. Here's the 51. He's minding his own business here. 51's here, stays low. 19 down. I mean, there was some net code there, but the 19, I don't know if he was free or what happened there. It's Brian Huntley Jr.'s day getting, I mean, it's gone from bad to worse. There's a listen. I'm going to listen. There's a look here. There's so many drivers involved in that one. They're still rolling down. Drivers still getting into each other. All right. 94 comes to pit road. 35. Caffrey keep it on 27. Cotilla. A lot of these drivers having to come to pit road early on 54 because of the caution and the contact. The 21, I believe, actually, John Ross, somebody was your lucky dog, and I missed it. Was it Leroy? Leroy was your lucky dog. Koblenz in the 43, your lucky dog here. As a little too master machine. I do like that one. You got to make sure that. Pretty sure he's running the same one. I'm going to re-download paints just in case, because I love that car. I'm just saying. I grew up with Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner as one of my favorites on Saturdays. 94 is your race leader. Caffrey's going to be in second, and Nate Cortilla in third. We'll see if that's going to hold up, though, because of having to come to pit road a lap earlier. Jacob Carter might actually assume that one. I have an EOL for a couple of the other drivers. Again, Charlie, thank you very much out there on YouTube. Much love to you. Thank you, folks, to those who have been tuning in. Thank you to the folks on Twitch as well. Thank you to all you out there on Facebook. You guys are knocking it out of the park. And, of course, our YouTube platform. We'll continue to do what we can. Thank you to Riptide Radio for getting out there knocking it out of the park. And being a part of these iRacing platforms. Their team has been a part of the award-winning FM and internet radio stations for many years. In 2017, from 2017 to 2023, Riptide Radio was honored to have been awarded the Internet Radio Station of the Year for Carolina Beach Music Awards event. Every Monday through Friday, you can catch Johnny B with his Carolina Beach Party from 9 a.m. to noon. And then the All Request Beach Music Cafe from noon till 2. Check that out as well. Sounds of the Salt, Sea, and the Salt, Sand, and Sea live show from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday afternoons with Ray Scott. On Fridays, Ray is live from Decker's Bar and Grill in North Myrtle Beach. The fun never ends at Decker's. Please join them there. That's absolutely killer. I like it. Bradley, thank you very much. Mr. Moxley, give us a like on the live stream. Thank you very much. But check out Riptide Radio. We love them. We appreciate them. I listen to them at work, in my office. We live in the Lake of the Ozarks, so I have them playing there. Also, there was something going viral on TikTok. That's not me. It's actually some family down in Texas, and we just shared names. Fourth caution. His name is Jason Followell. My name is Jason Followell. Somebody had sent that to me earlier. Actually, it's been sent to me a couple of times today from half a dozen people who know who I am. It is not me. That is, he's much bulkier, much taller, and much bigger. 66 under the wall there. Could down to the bottom side. That is not me. But I do support his cause. He's been kind of, his family, he's been kind of getting screwed over. And I don't get into politics because I hate politics. I think everybody has the right to vote for whoever they're going to vote for. So just vote for whoever you're going to vote for and just keep it to yourself. That kind of thing. But his city politics down there have been getting in the way of running his actual business that is basically a gym. It's just a gym. Anyway, long story short, it's not me. Stop sending me the video. Stop tagging me in it. Love y'all. I appreciate it. It is my cousin, though, so like second cousin or something like that. We do share names, but I do stand with him. Like I will stand up for him. Raposa up 11. Good to see the W runner. Diggs up 11. We have 3 drivers up 11 spots. Nate Cortilla, one of the drivers. He is falling back here a little bit. I think he's just trying to give everybody a little bit extra room. Michael Caffrey, again, a little wall tap for him there just a moment ago. Kenny Reel is going to be able to be the first driver with newer tires. He's trying to close into the 94. 94's last lap at 30.4. Kenny Reel's last lap at 30.38. Draft dirty air, very tough here. Cortilla runs the bottom side here. 3 wide as the 62 of Zengen tries to run close. Back to 2x2 for the 54. 54 out right there. Jacob Carter blinking just a little bit. Brendan Guerin here to the bottom side as the 6 to the outside. Aaron Bradford up 10. I wish I could go that viral. I really do. And I gotta reckon. Caution once again. Nate Cortilla involved, I do believe. 5th caution. Then they're still wrecking. I can hear it in the back. Chris Campbell here. Hold on. Chris Campbell went off the track. It was Nate and Frank, I do believe. Here's Nate Cortilla here on the bottom side. Let's go far chase on this one because I think that'll give us a little bit more of the story here. Right here. Yeah. And that's when the caution came out. Let's back up here. 5's in the corner. 562 here. So this is 1 and 2. Back straightaway. Oops, sorry. 54 blinks. He's out. He's gone. All right. 5 out of the corner. Back into the throttle. And 62 goes to the inside. Oh, 5's just free. Gets into the 62. 62 goes around. The 5. 68. 44. 5. Delgado as well. Something happened with the 5 here. He was trying to pull down to the bottom side. It's broken. Yeah, something's wrong with the car. Yeah, something's very wrong. That left front's broken. There's Campbell. The 68. Yeah, the 5's broken right there. So right out of the corner here. And Frank is running the inside. He does a crossover move. So the 54 it blinks right in front of the 62 here. 5 runs the second lane. Doesn't know he's there. There goes 54. Crossover 62. Little free, a little bit of net code. And right there is where it breaks. So let me back up here. I'm sorry that I keep hitting the wrong button. It keeps fast forwarding. So when the 62 hits the 5 here, or the 5 hits the 62, vice versa, either way, there's a little net code right there, but it traps the car right there, and that's what breaks the 5. And so Nico Tila will be right here, and that's when the car is broken. Oop, my bad, folks. And you can see the left front will not steer here in just a second. The car is pushing down to the bottom and nowhere to go. And that'll really break it. So there's nothing else going on there. 5 gets smacked again. 44 is there, gets smacked again. Car's broken. Nothing you can do. Race leader, Kenny Reel. Campbell jumps to pit. Nicotilo jumps to pit. And Delgado should have been your... One of these drivers could be your lucky dog. Somebody's your lucky dog. He's your lucky dog. He's your lucky dog. I was trying to find out here, so bear with me. I reviewed that one kind of long, so I want to make sure that we're good to go. 19 drivers in the lead lap. Delgado off the lead lap, able to get the free pass there. Will be tailing to the field. I believe Huntley Jr. or Rob Lowe, one of the two. There's Rob. It might have actually gotten the free pass there. Yeah, he's leaving pit road, so it would make sense that he would have had that spot. We shall see. Junior coming around. John Ross, and I might have just missed that, folks, and I apologize if I did. See, it looks like it's Delgado. Was it Arabia? Single file from Frank, single file. Well, there's a lot of single file because drivers have to come to pit road on 63. Oh, no, not quite halfway through this one. Kenny Reel, your race leader. Jason Wiley, P2. Eli Raposa, Nick Larson's going to be your top 2 rows on the restart here. I might have just missed the lucky dog, folks. Either that or the one didn't happen. One of the two. Delgado back here. John Ross. 2x2. There's Rob Lowell. 44 of John Ross back here. Might actually have been the 30 of Arabia Caden. I think it was Arabia. Yeah. Actually, I think it was. Yeah, because he's on the lead lap. It was Arabia Caden there, folks. He was your lucky dog. Thank you so much to everybody. Appreciate you. I just wish that I had an indicator somewhere it says, LD or whatever, free pass, FP, that'd be cool. Lucky dog or free pass or, I don't know, something like that. Maybe that's something they can mark. I don't know. You can mark a Joker lap. You can certainly mark a lucky dog. 24-13, 46-82. Let's go. Jasper, thank you for liking the stream. Appreciate you. Kenny Reel out front. Eli in second. Comes Jason Wiley. Some new tires intermingled with some old tires. Some fuel intermingled with some non-fuel. It's going to change a lot here. A lot of drivers decide to come to pit road. Some drivers come to pit road and take the tires. Maybe trying to find a different ground. Dell came in. He did take tires. So he'll be 3 wide here, putting himself in a predicament. 3 and 4 wide can be sketching off. There's the 20 to the outside. Joshua Small. Dave Ferrella in the 52, having a decent race right now. 52 seconds repaired on the corner. Raposa in second. 13 will be there to the bottom side. Nick Larson right on the outside. 2 Chevys and a bunch of Fords. AJ Cawthon, the next Chevy. First Toyota is going to be Jacob Carter in the 54. There to the bottom side with the 94. 51, now rolling into the corner. Dalton Powell came in on 55, took fuel. Leaf guard at 16 of Steve Ritter to the outside. He's 3x3. Now 2x2. 16 all the way to the bottom of the racetrack. I'm utilizing some of that drive off. 94 will still be there. 16 here in the middle lane. 94 rolls the outside. Ritter did not take tires. He took fuel only. So the 94 might be holding on to 1 set of tires, according to what I'm seeing here. But a lot of momentum to be able to meet up here. Kenny Reel out front. Jason Wiley in second. Two by two. How about it? Nick Larson to the inside as Larson tries to get to the lead. Brandon Guerin here in the Guerin Family Farms Lightning Lardy's Lawn Care. Is it Josh's Lawn Care? What does that say on the top now? Is it Josh's Lawn Care? And some numbers, I can't see it. 24 leads the outside lane. Larson trying to clean the inside line up right now, but here comes Brandon Guerin. And rolling outside. Top 5. All within a blanket. Well, there's the DTL Customs 28. Told you to watch out for David Lamaga. Here he comes. That is not done. The 94. Christopher came in and took another set of tires. Not necessarily what you want to see. Maybe the winning strategy here. We're just over halfway through the race. Kenny Reel, there's the 82, Brandon Guerin, Nick Larson in second here, or in third, and there's a battle for second going on right now. So they're back on your tower for you folks. The drivers continue to split up and continue to move forward. Be halfway through this one very soon. I'm sorry, we're just over halfway through this one. We'll be moving through this one very soon. We're going to throw it on exciting for you. Need to take a hybrid break. If you haven't done so, reach up with that like button for me. It's a long way sports stream. But also make sure that you continue to push. Oh, 62 up. 3 down to the bottom side. Oy vey, man. Delgado in 21st. We are seeing all kinds of movement back here with any one of these drivers. Rob Lowe on 22nd. Rob, I probably gave him the commentator's curse because he was the guy I was thinking was going to win this race. Kenny Reel trying to go for his 5th win. Nick Larson still there. We'll leave it on exciting. We'll keep it on the big camera so you can see a lot of what's happening. Make sure you continue to check it out. Comes back out. Cawthon, Rob Lowell involved. I think I did. I gave him the commentator's curse. I did. There's AJ Cawthon. They're 3 wide here. 21 up into the 25. Pitches the 20. We'll have to see how that one progressed. Let's go back into the corner a little bit. Because that was just a big run. Here's the 25. He's off pace just a little bit here. Here's follow this one too. AJ Cawthon is a 66 on the bottom side. 66 ready to roll the inside. All right. Good run. There's the 25. This is coming around into turn 1. Second lane. Checkups there. 21's going to be there the inside. They split the outside. They're 3 wide here. 21 just comes up. I don't think the 21 knew that there was 3 wide on the outside. He's there all the way on the bottom side. And the 21 just gets smacked by the 45 there, it looks like. Aaron Bradford, nowhere to go. Now with a destroyed right front. Big old racing deal happening here. It looked like to me. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Yeah, pretty much everybody but Nick Larson, Jacob Carter, Kenny Reel, Christopher Pendell, Michael Caffrey coming to pit road. Yep, that's exactly what. No, that's what happened. I'm not saying that's not what happened. I'm just saying that I don't think that he knew that he was 3 wide there. If he did, if he did, it would have been some more room given there. So, what it looks like to me. It does happen. It does happen. Sure. Ron, how you doing? Well, I call it more of a racing deal because in that situation, even if you're 3 wide and you're that far down on the bottom of the racetrack, you kind of expect a little bit more in the corner, but it wasn't quite clear there. Wasn't quite clear. Those things do happen. It is the way it is. I was actually trying to pull up the league points and talk about that. That's what I was working on. I was taking a quote-unquote hydrate break and pulling up the season points and what's been going on with that. The Riptide Radio Cup Series season standings. Kenny Reel with 4 wins. His average finish has been 3rd. Frank second in points. So Kenny Reel 267 to Frank's Engines 244. Johnny Barker 239. Barker, last time we called the series, Barker won the championship. Brendan Guerin, 233 to John Ross's 232. So that's your top 5 in the point standings. Kenny Reel, Zinjan, Barker, Guerin, Ross. Cawthon has been having a decent run as of late. John Ross does have a win on the series. Brian Huntley Jr. does have a win on the series as well. Only the driver with a win is Jacob Carter, who's looking to go lead back-to-back, if I'm not mistaken. I'm looking at the schedule one more time. Kenny Reel won the 19th, the 26th, and the 3rd. Actually, he won last week. Sorry, Kenny Reel won last week at Kentucky. Jacob Carter won the week before. And Brian Huntley Jr. won December 10th at Bristol, and then John Ross won at Atlanta. Cannot any one of the drivers from Auto have specialties coming in as going forward. Kenny Reel trying to go to work. A lot of drivers came in on 80. A lot of drivers taking tires. So that front 5 might be a sitting duck here. We'll see. All right. That's going to be on the pace car. I believe you're going to go off this time. Yep. Nick Larson, Jacob Carter, Kenny Reel, Pendel, Caffrey, and your top 5. Johnny Barker, first driver with new tires. He's going to be there in 6th. This will change some things because you're going to have old tires, new tires, all kinds of things. Your lucky dog that time by should have been Delgado. May have been Aaron Bradford. Actually, I think it was Aaron Bradford. Aaron Bradford back on the lead lap. John Ross there as well. Ross trying to move his way forward. Down to the just over halfway. We're completing lap 83. And it'll be interesting. Vegas has been that kind of racetrack today for these drivers, and the different tire strategies are what changing things. Track awareness is kind of the big dimension here, and you're seeing a lot of it take place. They're putting on a good show. Green flag. Restart for Nick Larson there. Carter's going to be in 2nd, but watch out now, as we'll see it happen very quickly. Back here, 3 wide. There's Koblenz, and then there's the 20 of Josh Small. Brian Huntley Jr., who is 23rd right now. Nate Cotilla trying to get some of that time back. Cotilla to the inside. Big push coming. Huntley Jr. trying to be the guy to get that lucky dog spot. But he sits 3 laps down. Cotilla's 3 laps down. They're battling for their own position here. Rob Lowe's going to be 2 laps down. Delgado would be your lucky dog here. Nick Larson under fire from Jacob Carter. Carter came in on 63, has 9 lap fresher tires, but a couple of cautions in between all of that. So lots of things can be looked at here. Here comes Kenny Reel as well in 3rd. Bell in 4th. Barker, first of the takers in that 80 lapper. Barker should have a good clean line here to be able to take that spot away from the 94. Johnny Barker, again, sitting 3rd in points here. Still looking for a win. Coming into the series and into the season, it's a favorite to repeat. And he moves up to 3rd. See how that is going to play out. That's an interesting take here. 87 to 140. We look at season 4 again. Barker average starts 6th. His average finishes inside the top 5. Needs to have this get this win to really give himself a good boost here. There's Dave Lamaga to the outside again. Lamaga, into the 66. They lean onto each other a little bit here. Lamaga is one of the drivers I thought was going to have a good showing here, possibly get a win. We'll see. As Johnny Barker tries to track down Jacob Carter. Carter again on 63, but it's only a matter of time before Barker's tires start to close in that distance to Jacob Carter. It's going to happen pretty quick. 3 wide behind. 26 to the inside, 24.82. Nick Larson up on the high side. Good track awareness. Lamaga bounces it off the apron there. Going to check up that inside lane. It's going to be able to clear, though. That tire hitting the bottom of the apron there will give you a little bit of grip, but it can shoot you up the racetrack, and it did. Just a little bit of great save from the 28, but got to be careful when it comes to that kind of pressure. Right now, Carter still trying to hold off the 6. And Dave Lamaga trying to roll. Kenny Reel's going to be in 4th. And this is where the Fords and these drivers have been kind of running around each other and trying to get a little bit more momentum out of it. They're not wearing the tires near enough. It's 3 wide here. Once again, 94. That's the 16 there. 16 might go around. 94. Woo! 3 wide again. Zengen on the bottom side. 16 is clear. Clear up to the second lane. 66 trying to roll. 94 is going to be there as well. 51 of Dalton Powell trying to roll with Caffrey. Caffrey up near the wall. Johnny Barker to the lead over Jacob Carter, and here comes Dave Lamaga. I had a couple of drivers I said that could win this one. Drivers I thought were going to win this one. 13 rolls the line. Here comes Jason Wiley. Jason B. iRacing out there on the old Twitch platform. Hopefully he's still streaming out there. There's Dave Farella in the end tow as well. 92 of 140. 94 up the lane just a little bit tight. Oh, baby. Tell you what, Varela able to miss that one. Good job by Dave Varela. Let's check on Christian Fidel here. I talked about his tires earlier. Hopefully he's got a set saved in the pits. There's a 44 below. These tires do start to level off after about 15 or so laps. 44, John Ross clears there. Off 11, so is Fidel, who started 3rd. He's off 13, 14 now as Josh Small gets into the corner. A whole lot happened. They're back into the field here. Brian Huntley Jr. still in the mix, trying to affect the race a little bit. He's trying to compete for his spot. And that's what matters. Johnny Barker out front. David Lamaga is going to be in 2nd. Here comes Jacob Carter. Brandon Garand came out on 80 as well. Finds himself about a 1.5 second gap here, 1.56. And they go around. Caution will come out again. And John Ross involved. Unfortunate for John Ross. He has been back and forth a lot here. Started up front. The 19 of Brian Huntley. Oh, man, the 45 into him there. Who was there to his inside? We're going to take a look here. The 44 gets around the 19 here. 19's up in the little lane. 20 behind. 44 with a run. He's clear. 19, a little squirrely there. Just a little. Oh, almost takes the nose off the 20 behind. 44 gets into the corner. And then the 19 gets into the back bumper of the 44, and then the 45 just smacks into him. John Ross now back to 20th. Rob Lowe is going to be your lucky dog here, I believe. Actually, take that back. Christian Delgado should be your lucky dog. He would be the lucky dog here. I don't think anything happened. Christian Boss 13 out there on the track race. He's got his Twitch channel in the back. We did like seeing that. We like support our streamers out there, content creators. Make sure you go check them out. Dustin, thank you very much. Hey, appreciate the the follow earlier. Appreciate that. Thank you for the like as well. Delgado should be your lucky dog here. Rob Lowell will still be a couple of laps down. Yeah, Delgado will go around back on the lead lap. So the opposite happens for some of the drivers. We'll see if anybody's going to save another set. Maybe have that advantage later. Amaga getting fuel. A lot of drivers will be coming in and taking fuel. Some who did not take tires before will take tires this time. Brennan Guerin's saving some fuel right now. Is your race leader. Ritter's going to be in second. Zinjan third. Dalton Powell, Jason Wiley fourth and fifth. Raposa is going to be in sixth. Dave Ferrella, the last driver out there, did not come in and take tires. Brian Huntley Jr. still a couple of laps down. And you want to race everybody as clean as you can. The last thing you want to do is be that kind of factor. John Ross was running up there decently. He's trying to finish this race off and smacked around a little bit there. Not a good feeling to have, especially whenever you're just trying to run your race. So Brian Huntley Jr., a factor there. 3 laps down for the driver as we are under caution again. Graphics out there, detailed customs, again, Out of the Woods Crash. Check out the links in the description on Facebook and YouTube for more information on what these fine folks do. Thank you to Beef Jerky Unlimited for being our driver cam sponsor out there. I appreciate that. Nate's our driver cam. He's chilling. How awesome is that this guy gets out there and runs it. You know, I know he does better at some of the 1.5 mile tracks. But usually, I've watched him run in super speedways. We've watched him run at road courses. We've watched him run at short tracks. And that guy right there, Nate Cortilla, is just awesome. I'm just saying. Right there. Omaha, Nebraska. Like his new photo. Put up a new photo. Yeah, buddy. Digging the shades. Anybody can run anytime they want, anywhere they want. It takes a whole lot of patience, and that's what's going to have to happen here. We're going to be 40 laps to go this next time by as we come around and complete lap 99. These drivers are looking pretty darn snazzy right now. 4, 16, 51, 62, 13 in the 46. Ready to rock and roll. If you've not been to Las Vegas Motor Speedway, I encourage you to do so. Go out and check them out. Go check out that racetrack. It's a ton of fun. Speed Week, the entire week there where they run the trucks, the Xfinity, and the Cup cars in the early spring has been my favorite time to go there. I encourage you to look out for them. Look out for tickets to get over there. Who's going to the Daytona 500? I am not. I will be calling races. That's pretty much what we do. But we will be running the iRacing Daytona 500. A lot of people out there I know that are going to the race. All right, we're ready to go. Time to get back at it. 4:16. Ready to go. Green flag, 7th caution of the race. Lap 100 underway. Delgado back on the lead lap. Dell's going to be back there as well. Some drivers thinking about taking some fuel. 40 laps might be that magical number. We'll see. Maybe a few more. If they run the rest of them green, it might be a fuel issue for a couple of drivers inside the top 10. 3 wide here again. Raposa to the outside, 52 clears. That is Dave Perella. Eli Raposa back there as well. Give it a 96. Raposa, first of the drivers. Last of the drivers with some new tires, but here comes the 6. 28 of Dave Lamaga there as well. Parker under fire. Parker has Lamaga to the outside. Mr. Van Nast, good to see you out there, sir. Thank you for the light. Much love, my friend. The drivers really trying to put some time on Raposa. He's looking in a hard spot here. 3 wide is not where you want to be with the tires as even as they are. Second lane running. Lamaga into the wall. Back to 2x2, 3x3 now again. We see the 54 runner Jacob Carter in the midst. As these drivers still dig for the corner. 3 wide again, back to 2. Barker to the bottom side, Kenny Reel in the middle. Steve Ritter, your race leader here, leads this lap here for the number 16. 4 of Garand in tow. How about Dalton Powell? Dalton Powell not giving up as well. 4 to the bottom side, Garand rolling. 13 of Jason Wiley up in the mix. Here comes Johnny Barker to the bottom side. 37 laps to go. This is like shaking a soda can and getting ready to dump it as hard as you can on the sidewalk outside. They are getting antsy, shaky, waiting for the big one. Caffrey in tow and the bottom side. Here comes Delgado. Delgado there as well. Ooh, a little drift up the race line. Here comes the 24, Kenny Reel. Almost stuck in the middle there, but he gets that clear of it and now tries to work his way forward. Looking for his 5th win on the series. 54 of Carter to the outside. Varela stuck in the middle as well. 52, 24 lean on each other a little bit here as the Hendrick cars look at it. Varela doing a phenomenal job holding on here. Dalton Powell, your race leader. Zinjan trying to hold on to his race line as well. Has Steve Ritter to the mid-sit. He led a few laps. A lot of different lead changes so far. Dalton Powell, quarter second over Frank Zinjan. 34 laps to go this time by. 106 being completed. And it is anybody's ball game still as of yet. AKA the tire game. Johnny Barker to the bottom side. Hello, American Sheepdog. How you doing? Good to see you out there. Thank you for being the first time chats out there on Twitch. Much love. How you guys doing? How you folks doing? Are you out there streaming? You were out there streaming. Much love to you. Thank you for being back over here. I can see y'all across the platforms. Jacob Carter. Here in the little lane is going to be Kenny Reel. Kenny Reel, first of the new tires coming through the field. About 16 lap fresh tires. But Jacob Carter is the first of the new tires. Here comes Kenny Reel. Kenny Reel runs his fastest lap of the race last time by, 30.15. He's hanging out with Rich. Much love. Much love. That's the Noma TV guys out there that you were talking about. American Sheepdog Racing out there. Noma_TV, National Online Motorsports Association. Find him on YouTube. You see the link in the description. Normally it's in the description. If it's not in the description, you see the logo right there on your screen. Go check him out. He does some stuff that we do as well. Carter, Reel, Powell's going to be your top 3. Zinjan, Steve Ritter, Jacob Carter blinks out there. Kenny Reel's going to be in that. Ooh. You don't want to be Carter right now. That's you don't want to have those blinks going on. 6/10 of a second. Trying to alternate wins for the two drivers. Carter, Kenny Reel, Dalton Powell. Just painted another Noma TV car. Just glad I was finally able to make my broadcast. You've been looking. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for trying to make it. I know a lot of folks, we commentate a lot at the same time. So a lot of the folks that we associate with or that we work alongside with, they have a tendency to be broadcasting at the same time that we do. So we try to make each other's broadcasts. We're just busy, which is another reason why we're trying to expand Signature. Richard told me about it. Got to come share some love. I appreciate it, and I try to make more of Noma's, but it's so hard sometimes. What I need to do is I just need to combine both platforms and just. That's what we need to do. We just need to combine everybody. We need to have one big platform for all of us broadcasters out there. Instead of just having all of us be individuals, all us small guys need to get together and gang up on the bigger guys, if that makes any sense. Carter, your race leader, getting real in second. How about Frank battling back here? He needed to. Steve Ritter there as well. But Dalton Powell, Christian Delgado, the driver that has been taking some time to get himself forward. Here's Dalton Powell to the outside, 16 in the middle, Ford's on the inside, and Chevy to the outside. Here comes Brandon Garand. That would be wild. It would be wild, man. I know it would be wild. I'd be happy for it. It's the way it is, right? That's what it is. And that's something that we are, and that's something that I do want to do. We want to be able to have more for these commentators and these iRacers out there. I want to be able to have a platform that folks can all races on. At the same time, I want to be the platform that we can get these leagues, maybe they can't afford the prime time money, so to speak, whatever you want to call it. I don't know how to put it, but that's the best way I could do. Maybe they can't afford to spend, $50 a race, but they can only spend $25 a race. Well, maybe we have a commentator that can give them a $25 broadcast. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. I don't know. That might be I want to have options for everybody, and I want to not be able to turn people away. Carter, 1.8 second lead over Kenny Reel. Jacob Carter, his connection issues have finally settled down. We are working on it. Richard has been doing great for you. We were talking about getting me over there with him one night when I'm available. That's about to be 0. I would love to. And I told Rich that if I have an off night, that I'd come over and double call a race with him, or not double call, but co-commentate a race with him, just to be familiar with him and let everybody have some fun. DTL, 25 laps to go here. We picked up our 9th broadcast over 7 days. It might be 10 over 7 days if we triple book our Sunday. So we'll see. That's what's happening. We will do what we can. I will try to get over where I can to help. I think that's the big thing, folks, is I like to help people. And I know that we have our little sponsorship stuff that we offer people, but I really do like to help people. I like to put my best foot forward and I hate saying no. That's always my issue. Delgado moves up to 3rd here. He's got a 4.14 second difference here as 31 goes to work. He's up 22 spots, biggest mover of the race. Steve Ritter up 14. Nick Larson now 15. Nick Larson has the 94 to the inside. Christopher Pindell came in a 98. He is 3 wide here as the Fords battle. Pindell trying to work again. Delgado came in a 97. He is holding on just fine here. Half second, 1/16 of a second difference here for some of the drivers. We're seeing a lot of drivers get up and hit that wall late. 82 back to the inside as the 82 goes to work on the 94. 3 up with the mix once again. Here comes Michael Caffrey trying to get to the outside of the 16. Saw that line close up very quickly. Gets up there. Here comes Ritter taking his time. I think that's part of the deal here with some of these drivers that are their tire wear starting to show up. It'll be the drivers that came on a lap 80, maybe some tire saving, but also got to think about that fuel. Do they have enough fuel to be able to make it to the end? 96 puts them 44. They run 58 laps on average for the mile-and-a-half tracks on these next-gen cars. 60 to 65 is the max that I've seen. That's what's a saving. So they run 70% fuel. 40 is going to be a lot. And the drivers that came out on 80 make that work. They're going to be 20 laps to go this time by as Jacob Carter comes around to hit the start-finish line. Kenny Reel holds on to a solid second right now. 1.5 back. Last lap, 30.85. 20 laps to go. Want to take a hydrate break, folks? If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me, and make sure that you do have some fun with it. Like, follow, subscribe for more. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. As I'm sure that as we start to progress with things, we will definitely have our plans kind of lined out when we have commentators, if we are going to get some more commentators. If not, I'll continue to do things solo. It's kind of the way it goes. That's kind of the way life goes with these things. So I want to make sure that drivers do what they do and have the best that they can. Not only that, but we want our commentators to do so as well. So I will be right back in just a moment. Keep watching, keep the chats flying, talk about your drivers. We'll throw it on exciting. I need to drink some water. Heard it in my ears there, folks. 13 to the inside. 6 comes down into the 13. Still there. Then 6 comes down off the racetrack. The 21 breaks. It's the inside. It comes up the racetrack. Bob Lowell. There was a save there. Oh, I'm on the brakes there. I'm not quite sure. Maybe he had a stuck throttle. We saw just a few laps ago, whenever I was getting ready to grab my bottle of water here, I was watching what was happening here with Rob. Rob had an issue here. I think he was next to Johnny Bar. He was next to Barker. Right here. 3 out of the throttle. And 21's down here. There's a 51. 21, comes up into the 6. 6 was coming down. 21 gets back up into the race line there. And then if we go back to this progressing forward, let me fast forward here. There's a 21 here, and now the 6 is up there. That's the issue we saw with that a moment ago. But I wanted to go inside Rob's car here. Just listen to the car. 5th gear. It's got the 25 here. We have a run. Going fine. 2 laps down. Rob was going to be looking for a lucky dog spot here, I do believe. 6 hangs off the 13. Here comes the 6. Oh. Rob back in the throttle there. I don't know if he was trying to save it or what was going on there. He was back in the throttle. Going on with the car. Barker back in 17th. Jacob Carter came out on 96. Is your race leader. Kenny Reel just came out on 126. Took tires. So did Delgado. 4 drivers in front right here with just a handful of laps to go. Under 15 laps to go. I believe 13 laps to go this time by. Is Jacob Carter was leading there with a 1.5 second lead as I took just went to reach to grab my water bottle and things were getting dicey. That's what you get when you take a hydrate break. Then the racing kind of gets all, well, you know, is what it is. Carter 25.40 on the iRating. Nick Larson 16.43. And Dell 17.67. Arabia Kane 309. Kenny Reel 32.60. That's your iRating caps for your top 5. Delgado 25.01, Ritter 27.87, Zinchen 25.84, Brendan Garrett 36, and John Ross 29.30. Be your top 10 iRating caps for everybody. Mostly B and A class drivers, safety ratings throughout. Actually, only B and A class drivers. That's it. Everybody's progressed and knocking it out of the park. I appreciate you, American Sheepdog. I appreciate you. It is pretty smooth. I try to make sure that I stay hydrated as well. I got tea and honey water that I keep in this thermos thing that when I do voiceovers or broadcasting and commentating. I also have my coffee cup that I keep side by side with me whenever I need like some apple juice or you know, I don't know. I drink all kinds of different things. People will ask me, you know, what do you do to keep your voice fresh? And I said, drink water. Thank you, Noma. Appreciate you, sir. Much love. I forgot Caffrey was just freshly out of surgery. I forgot Caffrey had to park. He's got 12 laps to go. He's got some stuff he's got to do. He had to park it. But Michael Caffrey out there running the way he is running, having a decent day after having a knee surgery just about a week ago. 2 weeks ago. Isn't that crazy? Thank you, sir. Lights are going to be off on the pace car. We're ready to go back at it here. We're going to be 11 laps to go as the cautions knock it out of the park. And if you think it's not going to be picking up the pace, well, I mean, I would just hold on because we're not done yet. How about new tires back here? Green flag. Through the gears they go. Full send. Delgado to the bottom. Woo, baby. Big bump. You watch that on board. That was bumper to bumper traffic. Here they go. Delgado down to the bottom. Kenny Reel up on the high side. They're through wide. 31 clears. 94 up in to the 24. And here comes the big one. It's going to happen. And Delgado to third. No caution yet. Caution. That was a long caution. '24 to the 94, 16 sideways. That should have been a caution right there. 4 of Garand, the 6 of Barker. There they go, and they all wreck in front of him. That was Ritter. I understand. Ritter had a good restart there, and I was looking at where the 94 is and the 24. Man, Kenny Reel. 3 wide here. Delgado had a great run. 94 goes to get into the corner, and that's where the 24 is right there. Now, watch this corner exit with the 94. 94, good run. It's going to drift up the corner just a little bit, get into the end of the 24, and just nowhere for Steve to go. And that's just a shame right there. Different tire strats here. 94 drifts up the lane, comes down. Yeah. Brandon Guerin into the 28. Oh, man. And then all kinds of chaos in front of him. 51 wrapped up, and there's Dalton Powell here wrapped up. That's just all along with what happened here with Dalton Powell. Dalton just trying to make it through it. Everybody backing down. 43 involved, the 46 involved. Oh, hey. Yeah, he tried. Tried to help him stay straight. It is a fun track. It is a very fun track. It really is. It is a very fun track. I like Vegas. I think Vegas is good in everything. A lot of fun on the B car. Of course, it sometimes can feel like it's easy to drive, but not for the most part. It's got its difficulties. How about it, Dave Ferrella getting back on the lead lap? No, he's going to be a lap down. Maybe. He'll be back on the lead lap. Yeah. Posted coming off pit road. He's going to be on the lead lap. And Dell's going to be leaving pit road. He'll be on the lead lap. So, yeah, Dave Ferrella should be on the lead lap here. If I'm doing my mathing correctly. Yeah, he is back on the lead lap. So, Lucky Doe coming around for the 52. Maybe Caton still on the lead lap. They do have two faster pairs in the series. And they're going to be 8 laps to go here. Should be about 6 laps to go when we go back to green flag racing here. Las Vegas has been a handful for the drivers here today, and we'll see kind of what happens as they go. Early woes are what took a lot of the drivers out. A lot of the drivers I thought were going to be. Now, I really think that I jinxed Rob Lowe. I'm going to take the blame on that one. Because I thought that he was going to win today's race. I'm just saying. I said, watch out for him. He's going to be the guy to beat. And I was I'm pretty much the reason why that happened. So I'll take the blame for anything that's happened to Rob today. Because I thought he was going to be the guy. Jacob Carter has an opportunity. Nick Larson as well. Delgado's up in the mix. Kenny Reel's up in the mix. How about David Lamaga? Lamaga's going to be there as well. Anybody inside, top 17 have a chance to win. Leroy Copeland's coming to pit road. He is getting some of the car work done, I do believe, just trying to get some more of the damage knocked out for the Looney Tunes car. He may or may not be able to get back out there in time. 1:34 being completed. Tell you what, it's been interesting. It really has. Thank you, folks, for being out there on all the platforms. Like, follow, subscribe for more. Make sure you click that like button up there on the YouTube platform. It does help these drivers and help support the platform. It also helps support the stream. Hit that weird little, they call it an algorithm. I just call it, can you just like it so that way, it looks good? Not just looks good, but it looks like you actually listen. No, I told you. You don't have to, but it does help support streams. Free way to support. And it does matter. The liking, the commenting, the things that are out there, they do go a long way to help support. So, and I don't say it near as much as I need to whenever I'm broadcasting. So, I forget. Even whenever I'm gaming, I forget to say it. My 10-year-old will get out there and she's saying, Dad, you need to make sure that you say like, follow, subscribe for more. Isn't that crazy? My 10-year-old tells me that. Oldest will be 22 in April. My youngest just turned 10 a couple of weeks ago. Man, I'm getting older. But it's awesome. I wouldn't change it for the world. All right, 54, 82, 24, 31. Toyota, Ford, Chevy, Ford, Toyota. Chevy. Oh, I'm sorry, Ford, then a Chevy. Holy cow. 3 Chevys inside the top 10. 5 Fords, 2 Toyotas. Let's go. Bit of batter. Let's get out of this. This is a Ford dominant league. Green flag. We're back at it. 5 laps to go. Olivia Caden, first driver off the lead lap. Dave Farrell is going to be 2 1/4 back in 17th, but a chance here for the driver. Nick Larson to the bottom side. Delgado all over the back bumper of the 24. Kenny Reel to second. Got to make it work here. 30 lap fresher tires for Delgado and Kenny Reel. Kenny Reel is gonna pass the 54 like he is standing still. I ain't lying. That's exactly what just happened. 24 drops the corner. 31 to the bottom side as well. 24, 31. Reel going for his 5th win of the season. Jacob Carter up on the high side. How about John Ross from nowhere? Let's go, John Ross. 3 wide, Barker in the middle. Carter up on the high side. Dave Lamaga rolling as well. John Ross to 3rd. David Lamaga inside the top 5. Johnny Barker back as well. Josh Small in the Toyota trying to put a little bit more into that race. Kenny Reel, 3 laps to go, has a 13/100th of a second advantage over Delgado. You know they want to race it out. That's exactly what you want to see. Wiley to the bottom. Here comes Dalton Powell as well. This is for your top 10 spot. Carter rolls, 2 to go. Kenny Reel, fastest lap of the race, 29.94, 31 to the bottom side. 44 finally able to get some clean air to be able to run that speed, and here they go. Kenny Reel looking for his 5th win on the season. 24 in the mix, 31 on corner exit. Maybe too much, too late. White flag waves. Final lap here in Las Vegas as the Riptide Radio Cup Series goes Delgado with the fastest lap of the race. 29.87, runs the second lane. Needs some clean air to be able to complete the pass. Is going to have a run off the back straightaway. 24 keeps the bottom lane. Keeps him squirrely. Tries to make it happen. Kenny Reel coming around on the bottom side. Delgado on the back bumper. Delgado to the outside. Can't make the pass, isn't going to do it. Kenny Reel with the 5th win. 5 wins on the series. Delgado in 2nd. John Ross battles back, gets 3rd. Then John Ross had a car. David Lamaga inside the top 5 as well. There he is. That was a guy I was looking at here. Kenny Reel with his 5th win on the season. We'll go burn it down and celebrate here in time. Great finish for the race for Kenny Reel out of Evansville. And we'll burn it down here on the front straightaway. Kenny Reel out of Evansville will knock this one out and get his 5th win on the series. Delgado, John Ross. Here's your race results. Yeah, there it is. Tide Radio Cup Series here in Las Vegas. Week 8 out of the way. Kenny Reel, Christian Delgado, John Ross, your top 3. David Lamaga, Josh Small, your top 5. Johnny Barker, Eli Raposo will finish 6th and 7th. There we go. So that way I can hear AJ Cawthon 8th. Wiley 9th. Frank Zingen finishes 10th. Dalton Powell just outside the top 10 at 11th. Brendan Guerin, Dave Farella, Leroy Koblenz, and Jacob Carter, your top 15. Nick Larson, Christopher Pendel, 16th and 17th. Caton, first driver off the lead lap, is going to be in 18th. Nate Cotilla, 3 laps down. Steve Ritter in 20th is going to be 11 laps down. Let's go back down to the rest of it. Caffrey, Lowell, Huntley Jr., Aaron Bradford, Chris Campbell be the 25 drivers out there as they go to work. gonna blow their engines. Yeah, it took a little while to get there. Tis the way it is. Let's take a look. Most laps led will be the 94 of Pendel, who finishes in 17th. 41 laps led. They had 9 cautions, 15 lead changes. Strength of field 1789. Yeah, they're the lead changes were amazing. That was probably the coolest factor about this. We had 15 different leaders, or 15 different lead changes. So that's pretty darn cool to think of. You know what I mean? These drivers put in the effort, and a lot of people expect those kinds of things. But let's talk to your race winner. It's going to be Kenny Reel, your 5th win on the series. Congratulations, of course. It comes with kind of a lot of cautions, but having that set of tires that really helped there and made it all worth it. Tell me about it.
Yeah, we did a couple long stints, keep a set of tires for the end, and just kind of knowing how the race was going with a bunch of cautions at the end. I got upset there at the end when the caution came out because I was hoping for that long. We got a decently long run, but I was hoping it stayed green because I knew Carter was up there, trying to check out on me, and I saved enough, and I was gaining about 3/10 of a lap at the end, and then caution comes out, everybody goes in that had a set left, and I knew between me and Delgado there at the end, whoever got in front of each other was gonna end up winning that race, and luckily I got in front of him after that last restart. After he got in front of me after the previous one, and basically just keeping dirty air on him won me the race.
5 wins on the year. That's through week 8, so it's pretty impressive to say. I mean, we talked about it before how wins are going to matter, but lengthening the points, especially with the point structure that's here, lengthening that gap just sets you up for that second half of the season pretty darn decently. Considering that we're going to be on week 9 next week, and you've got over half the wins.
Yeah, especially this season with their, each win gets a playoff point, that's pretty huge. And, after, the first season I was in here, you didn't broadcast, I wasn't, I never got a win first season. And then the season you broadcasted, I got a few wins, and I just, there was just a lit a fire under me this season, and to go out and just, just drive hard, get as much wins, but be smart, and, just drive as hard as I can and try to get as many wins. So yeah, that's the plan. Get as many wins we can, lengthen the points out a little bit, and playoffs come. Hopefully, we'll have a decent lead when the first round of playoffs.
Tell you what, Charlotte comes up next week. It's going to be a whole different ball game there as well, and I look forward to seeing what's going to happen with it. My man, congratulations on the 5th victory of the season. Give your shout-outs.
Just want to shout out my teammates at Piston Broke Motorsports, Boo Esports, BG Graphics, Leaf Guard, Detail Customs for all the graphic work he does, especially for our next race. Those schemes are going to look awesome. You as broadcasting, all the admins that, put on for the league and Riptide Radio as well.
Love to hear it. Kenny, we'll see you next week, man.
All right, brother. You have a good one.
24 comes home victory lane, and your P2 finisher is going to be Christian Delgado. Christian, my man, I thought this one was yours. I watched you come up through the field a couple of times, and then as things started to progress, and I knew that at that last caution it was going to be a battle of attrition. Definitely a top 5 car, up 23 spots, biggest mover of the race. Just looked like it was a ton of fun. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. So, unfortunately, I botched my quality lap, so I ran the top my first lap trying to get a good run into my second one and just barely got into the wall. So, didn't mean to, but kind of tried to do a last to first challenge. But yeah, it was a ton of fun. That first run, I definitely used up my stuff, ripping the top, and was really needing a caution, so I could, take those a new set of tires. And then, unfortunately, we didn't get the caution. Me and my teammate John had to pit under green, and then it looked like Brian got into someone and caused the caution and trapped us a lap down. Then another caution came out, and unfortunately, the 5 just rolled down the track and got me, or I would have been the lucky dog. So we just kind of had to sit. I decided just to sit in the back, wait around, wait on the inevitable caution to probably come out, which it did. And then I had 2 sets of tires sitting in the pit, so I took it that my first set, what was that lap on that lap 97 caution, I believe it was,
Mm-hmm.
and tried to make up spots as quickly as I could, and got up to what P6, like P3 actually, and then that late caution came out, and then I knew Kenny was gonna be a tough task to beat, and especially with how the cars work here. Anytime I'd get to him, I'd just kind of push him out, arrow push him out. So I tried my best in the turn 4 to kind of do some type of slide job or something to get to his at least quarter panel, but Kenny did a hell of a job uh, keeping me behind him. But can't complain about a P2. I think I've let a couple of good finishes slip through my fingers, and definitely feels good to you know, have a result that I think I deserve. So
Hey, it was a better race for you today. I mean, I think we've talked about it a couple of times now. I've been the big proponent for you to, to have that good finish, and I hardly root for Fords, so it's a good thing to see, and it's been awesome to watch some of the racing progress, and when you want things to when you think things should go a certain way, and they kind of they don't fall in your lap, and then you just keep pushing it, and then you have the experience that you have today, where you're able to make it through traffic. Now Charlotte next week's going to be the same kind of concept, and it's going to be tough to pass on the bottom for a little while. Vegas is usually able to run the high side here and be able to make it stick on a long run. So Charlotte, I'm curious to see what the next gen car is going to do next week when it comes to the hotter Charlotte. But today, no exception, man. You did a phenomenal job. You got a P2 finish. Excuse me. Give your shout outs. I had a little hiccup thing going on here that's really starting to bug me. Give your shout outs, Christian. Much love.
yeah, definitely, I'm really excited for Charlotte next week as well. But gotta thank Riptide Radio, uh, TLD Customs, and BG Graphics, and Leaf Guard for everything they do for the league. Thank you to Rob for putting on the league. I mean, I know in the background he works his ass off trying to get everything set up. Got a shout out to you for the great broadcast. Like I said, you do a phenomenal job, especially with a one-man team, having all the different camera angles, getting all the driver cams set up. I definitely enjoy going back and watching it. But also have to shout out my sponsors: Track Racer, Butt Kicker, High Velocity TV, Steel Car Detailing, and got to shout out the Beam Team. Got to shout out all the people over at twitch.tv/Christian Boss 13. Thank you guys. You're the only reason why I continue to push and everything else. Like I said, got to shout out to the Beam Team. We just got done literally this morning with our Daytona 24. Our LMP2 team got P2, and our GT3 team in their first attempt ran up in the top 20 for the most of the time. But also got a shout out to my teammates, John and Leroy and Michael. Fortunately, Michael couldn't finish the race, but looks like John ended up getting a podium with me, and they're such a tremendous help, keeping me in the game, keeping my head down, and continuing to try to better myself, especially with how my races have gone lastly. But once again, got to shout out you for the broadcast. Shout out Rob, and excited for Charlotte next week.
Be a ton of fun, Christian. We will see you next week, brother.
All right, thank you.
Delgado comes home in P2, and last but not least, the guy that was no surprise, John Ross, almost, man, out of nowhere, you're through people, you're past. Like at one point, I thought your race was ruined, and then all of a sudden, here you are back in the podium, up one from the start of the race. But dude, tell me about this one. You went through the ringer today.
Yeah, this was a tough one. I think early on, we Chris and I, we kind of had everything lined out how we were going to pit, and we were going to wait, and so we were having so many cautions early that we just said, let's just stay out. And I think we were averaging about 10 laps before a caution, and we had about 13 laps of fuel. So we had the one run that we had to go in and pit under green, and then the caution comes out as we're going in the pit. So So it put us down a lap, and so I'm trying to race my way back to the front, and they have a wreck in front of me, and I get damage, a 1X or 2X or something like that, and so I didn't get the lucky dog that time, and so then I have to come in and run it again and again. So that very last stint before the 5 to go caution, I stayed out on old tires. And so I said, I'm just going to kind of hang out in the back, and I just have to wait for a caution. And luckily everything worked out in the end. But yeah, it was a tough one for sure.
Well, it was. I don't know. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be when it came to how the cars played out. Now, we saw a little bit of netcode today. We saw some. I think the majority of what we saw with three wide racing was great. We were able to watch that happen, but some of the track awareness, getting out of the corner, seemed like it was worse off today with this track. And is it because that at Vegas you can run 3 and 4 wide here? We've seen it time and time again. Any league, every league. But when it comes to getting out of corner exit, it seems like the cars want to fan, or these next gen cars want to fan, and it kind of pushes you in places you don't really want to be.
Mm-hmm. It really does. So I think you have two options. You know, when you run these turns, and Kenny and I were just talking about it. I mean, you can run this track really hard on good fresh tires for 10 laps, 15 laps, and then your tires are gone. It's so loose, it's wrecking loose in the center of the turn and on exit. Or you can save your tires, and if you save them, you're a little softer in the center of the turn, so you're not so hard on the right rear. And that way, when you exit, you're exiting straighter, and you're not getting loose. And what I've seen tonight, it seemed like, especially some of those that were 3 wide or side by side, you know, you have that feeling like, hey, I need to get in front of this car beside of me. So, you know, you're wide open on exit, and some people were kind of getting a little loose. But and that's where they're kind of fanning out and touching each other. And I think that's where a lot of our problems were. There were really 2 different entry speeds tonight that I noticed. You know, I was really soft on entry, and I was getting caught quite a bit on entry, but I was a little bit harder on exit. So I really think it was just a line choice tonight. I kind of expected that was going to happen.
Well, we're going to go to Charlotte next week, and I expect. I don't know if I expect the same thing as Charlotte, but I expect tire eating next week more so than I do this week, because I mean Vegas, you run the outside, and you can run the outside here, and the way the progressive tracks have worked out for Charlotte so far, with the dynamic track where Charlotte's been one of the only 1.5-mile tracks that I've seen that it's been pretty much bottom feeding.
Yes, yep, and you can run. I think it's similar where you can go really hard, even the middle lane to against the wall. You can go really hard early, but you're really going to pay for it and later on. So I agree. Like some of these dynamic setups on these tracks, you come and it kind of levels out. I think old Atlanta, heck, you could run right up against the wall the whole race and be fine. And Charlotte, you cannot do that. And the thing is, our league is really kind of a crapshoot, because we've got some guys that are really, really fast for 5 to 7 laps. Like they're in front, and they're driving hard, and they're super quick, and then they'll have tire fall off. And then there's some other guys in our league that are waiting for the tires to come in, and so I think you kind of have the best of both worlds with us as well.
Well, we will see next week, 9th race of the season. You guys have got to start dwindling away at Kenny's win strat here. That's 2 in a row again. So he's got 5 on the year. That's that you guys are knocking on his door. Now you got to knock him out of the way. That's not. Don't do it. Don't intentionally do that. But we want to see some good hard racing, and that's what we see out of that. But John, a top 3, nothing wrong with that. And I know that you're sitting top 5 in points coming into today's race. Look one more time, make sure that I'm correct. Correctamundo now. We'll see where you stand since the points are now pretty much updated. I hate that the UI bounces you out of everything that you have selected. Wait, 4th, yeah, you went up spot. 273. So Kenny Real 314, 5 wins, average start 3rd, average finish 2nd. So
yeah, he's killing it.
Your average start 6th still. I'm sorry, average start 8th, average finish 6th, and still not going to the park. So, nothing wrong with what you've got going on. Up a spot from yesterday. That's a pretty darn good day. That's for darn sure. But, Don, I look forward to seeing what you do. I know you got it in you. It's there. We've watched you do it once before.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to avoid some accidents that would really help me out.
Yeah, well, I look forward to seeing the green flag once everybody gets comfortable again. I mean, we're at 1.5 tracks now, so it's the comfortability thing of just take your time and get rolling and get yourselves in that groove. And I think that's part of the key here. But you guys knocked it out of the park tonight with a fantastic end to Las Vegas. You got a P3 finish, John. Give your shout outs.
Yeah, man. First of all, I want to thank you. Like I said, I say this every time that you and I talk, but got the best voice in iRacing, man. We really appreciate what you do, and if you have not seen his broadcast, you got to go watch it, like it, subscribe, do all that good stuff. For our league in 802, want to give a shout out Riptide Radio, DTL Customs, BG Graphics, and Leaf Guard, sponsors for our league. So they really help Rob put this thing on, and we appreciate that. And lastly, I want to thank my Wildman crew. Christian Delgado finished second today. Congratulations to him. Michael Caffrey had a lot of speed today. Unfortunately, he had to go again. Man's had some knee surgery, so but he was nice and quick today. And then Leroy Koblenz, had a meatball there late and fought back to a 14th place finish. So congratulations to those guys, and we'll see you next week at Charlotte.
Gonna be fine, John. Much love, man.
Thanks, sir.
John Ross, your P3 finisher. We'll let him have at it. Yeah, Prismatic, nice run to the finish. It was absolutely awesome. Thank you, American Sheepdog. Much love. Big Red One out there. I see that. Much love. It's part of the 80 Deuce. That's where I'm from. So, it's a ton of fun, folks. Broadcasting is fun for me. It's what it is. It's what it's supposed to be. Racing is good and can be good in any league out there. So always remember that. It doesn't matter what league you're running. Get out there and run your race. And that's what it is in life. Run your race in life. You know what I mean? Regardless of any situation and what happens out there. So if you're part of Signature Esports, much love to you. Thank you to all of our sponsors as well. But thank you to Riptide Radio for coming on board and giving the 802 some love out there. We love it. Remember, riptideradio.com has all the information on there as well for their downloads. So make sure you check that out. It's very important. I put a link in the description on Facebook and YouTube. Check them out. Detail Customs, Brandon Guerin, BG Graphics out there. Of course, Out of the Woods Crafts. Go check them out as well. Sponsor the Rookie Series. Just awesome, cool stuff. And he mentioned Leaf Guard as well. Make sure you check out leafguard.com. There's lots of things out there that there's lots of sponsors out there, folks. Lots of people out there putting money in these leagues. And each one are just as important as the leagues are, because they're putting their money and investing their time and energy into these drivers to be able to give them a place to run, to people like me to come do this. So we can't do it for free. If I could do it for free and live off ad revenue, I would. But it just doesn't work that way. iRacing at its peak, we were getting thousands upon thousands of views. Now we're getting 600 to 800 views across 3 platforms. And that's not because I'm not trying. It's not because it's just because the market right now is the way it is, and people are back to work, and we have to just continue to make it exciting and continue to improve. As I do that, I know that our views are going to are continuing to move back forward. So, I try to make sure that I do what I can as the best I can. I don't always get it right. And there's been one specific instance, especially in this league, that I did not get it right. And of course, I have apologized profusely on that regard. But a reminder that this stuff takes time, it takes energy, it takes knowledge, and takes learning. And we're looking to add people to be able to make that process easier for these leagues, to be able to have a source, even if it's one big giant source with a whole bunch of big broadcasters doing a whole bunch of things across a whole bunch of channels. I want to make this a big community and wrap it all into one and make it the right source for everybody. You know what I mean? So, folks, be good, be safe, be kind of one another. Thank you to Robin and the 802 series. We'll see you next week at Charlotte. We'll see you tomorrow for some dirt racing with Chop Shop Racing. But outside of that, it'll be a ton of fun. Be good, be safe. We'll see you in the next one.